Beer Garden, 5K race, live entertainment, Kid Zone, and VIP experience. For event details, volunteer opportunities, and pre-event parking information, visit LaborDayLiftoff.com.
Welcome back, everybody. Gary Mazeroff, Gustavo Farel, Jose Cruz. Chile versus USA. This is the 21 and under singles division, round of 16. So, Gustavo, we will not have the appeal mechanism available here
until the quarters, as we found out. Welcome, everybody. Good morning, Gary, Jose. Great to be here. Day 5. We have started this match already, and we're going to put the camera right on the court where it should be. J.MANSILLA serving from Chile. Temuco, Chile.
Temuco. Beautiful city in Chile.
He has been #1 for the last 4 years, ranked in Chile.
So he's been on the world stage for years as not only a junior player, but as on their adult team as well. Benjamin Horner from Des Moines in Iowa in the States, 19 years old, Jaime 21. Horner coached informally by his father, Dan. His formal coach for this match is Bobby Horn. Jaime, his formal coach is Rogelio Medina.
Jaime has been playing 11 years, 9 World Juniors. He's got a couple of adult World Juniors and some Pan American Championships already under his belt. Wasting no time, jumping ahead 5-0.
Endearingly called his middle name Hit It Harder.
So let's stay here, Gary.
Yeah, let's talk about the tournament. Thank you for tuning in. You're on the Pan Am Sports Channel and the IRF networks, presented by Gearbox, ProKennex, and Spladhead.com. Gary Mazeroff, Gustavo Farel, and Jose Cruz. This is the second of nine feeds today here in Guatemala City, the capital of Guatemala, Gustavo.
Yes, and 5th day of 8 days of streaming. Competition's going to get tougher and tighter, and obviously the use of the appeals process with the video assist review, el VAR, como le decimos en español, the VAR, will slow the games down a bit, but this one is going very quickly, at least game 1, and here we go back live on court.
Horner's used his one available timeouts this particular game. So that was an empty timeout by Horner. No change other than his opponent got another score, 7-0.
So Horner needs to settle down here. He is the U.S. Intercollegiate Champion for 2024 in the United States.
So we saw Gomez from Mexico put on a clinic against Basan from Bolivia in the first match, and thus far Jaime is putting on a clinic in game 1. No call. Horner put up his hand asking for a visual hint or screen, and it was not called. Now from our perspective, that drive serve went into the corner.
Didn't come out.
No, you're not going to get a screen call typically on that one.
9-0, 9-0.
Around the wall ball. She called a piso skip ball. Again, no VAR system, so no appeal.
Good call by the referee. First point for Horner, accompanied here by his parents, Dan and Melissa. Unforced error back in to serve. Mansilla.
Next up, the 11:15 a.m. Central Time. match scheduled, boys 18, round of 16 as well. Matamoros, Costa Rica versus Garcia, Ecuador. We have a timeout on the floor. We'll be back shortly to recognize those who support us.
It's more than a ball. This is the heartbeat of the game. The Gearbox Racquetball, the official ball of the International Racquetball Federation. Tested by time, perfected by champions, engineered for speed, precision, and endurance. On every court, in every corner of the globe, Gearbox fuels the spirit of competition. This is the future of the game.
Back live, Gary Mazeroff, Gustavo Farel, Jose Cruz. You just saw a clinic put on by the young man from Temuco, Chile. Jaime Mansilla, 11. Benjamin Horner from Iowa, 1. Gustavo, Bobby Horn, the head coach of Team USA, what's he telling Ben?
Well, I'll tell you what, I don't think Horner has seen that kind of a pace on a serve in any of the play he's had in the U.S. Mansilla, as you and I have talked about, probably, if not the hardest hitter here, one of the top couple. Luis Aguirre from Bolivia as well. And here we go, game 2.
Game 2, yeah. So
I certainly believe what Horner has to do is slow the ball down if possible, and he can't do that when Jaime is serving, obviously.
Yeah.
1-0. I'm going to guess he's going to hit it hard. I was right.
Good call, my friend. Ball left up. Oh my, that's a gift for Ben. Ben needs to get, when he gets the opportunity to serve, he needs to put points in bunches here.
He needs to work on his, a lead for Horner, he needs to work on his touch shots, and I'm talking about Mansilla. There are some players here that do it, much better than others, like Eric Trujillo, both hard hitting and touch shots.
Observation, what's going to keep Horner in this match are the unforced errors by Jaime. He's just made 3 in a row. Make that 4.
Keep it slow is what Horner needs to do. Keep Jaime aboard, wanting to pound the ball.
That's another one.
You are very
5
correct.
in a row. So Medina urging his player on to use his head. Hit better shots. You don't have to do everything on every shot. Wraps that around with a helicopter. Another skip. We said earlier in first match, things can change radically like that. 11-1, now it's 6-1 in favor of Horner. Little confidence.
What a drastic change we were seeing here. Credit to Horner and his coaching staff, which I'm sure said you got to slow the ball down. You got to make him come in and just try to pound it in, and he's been skipping it.
Nice shot by Jaime. Straight in, straight back. The best shot in the game. Pan Am Sports Channel, IRF Networks. Day 5, IRF Junior World Championships, the 35th edition. Body language, both players, has changed.
Yes, it has. Horner gaining confidence, knowing that he can play in the rally with them.
Ball live. Mansilla and Horner. Ill-advised splat. Well, I'm not going to say ill-advised, but a left-up splat attempt gave Horner an opportunity, central court, to put it away. Speaking of putting it away, we're going to take a short break, come back, and we'll resume 9-2 Horner, USA.
This is more than a ball. This is the heartbeat of the game. The Gearbox Racquetball, the official ball of the International Racquetball Federation. Tested by time, perfected by champions, engineered for speed, precision, and endurance. On every court, in every corner of the globe, Gearbox fuels the spirit of competition. This is the future of the game.
Back live, Gary, Gustavo, and Jose. Thus far, Gustavo, a tale of two cities here.
Totally.
City 1 in favor of Mansilla, City 2 in game 2 in favor of Horner. That was a quality timeout by Team Chile and his coach Medina.
Now Horner, any which way, should be able to pull this game off by Mansilla creating some kind of an unforced error, which he is known to do.
6 in a row, first part of this game.
And then a good shot by Horner in one of the rallies. I'm projecting he's going to take this game. Let's see if that's true. It's his to win, and I say his to win, Horner's to win.
9 points. Rally scoring. First to 11, win by 2. So Jaime on a small royo here, 3 in a row. Once again, things change radically. Hit it harder, Jaime. Setup.
Can't give him those setups.
The nuances of coaching. Medina calls the timeout. Things weren't looking so good. Jaime comes back, and now it's 6-9. Jam serve.
There it is.
That was very fortunate. Horner was fortunate just to get his racket on it. Not only did he hit it down the line, ball takes its second bounce right in front of us, point. So now it's game point number 1 for the young man from
and that's
Iowa.
What changes everything in rally scoring. There it is. I predicted that, and a lot of it has to do with rally scoring that will enable a player that maybe a lesser player, but just because of a forced error or like we saw, the ball got caught here in the glass. There you go, 2 points, quick as that.
Absolutely. So as quick as that, we're going to take a commercial break, recognize those that help us, and we'll be back here at Court Central.
More than a ball, this is the heartbeat of the game. The Gearbox Racquetball, the official ball of the International Racquetball Federation. Tested by time, perfected by champions, engineered for speed, precision, and endurance. On every court, in every corner of the globe, Gearbox fuels the spirit of competition. This is the future of the game.
We're back live, Gary, Gustavo, and Jose. A lot of levity here at Court Central. Gustavo, again, tale of two cities. Mansilla, Chile, 11-1. And Horner, Iowa, USA, 11-6. So obviously go either way. It's the first to win 3 sets. This is a round of 16. Let's do the math. Each player has to win this match and the next to earn the opportunity for a medal.
We were talking about unforced errors and then what we call ugly unforced errors.
Double entendre.
Here we go. Let's see if Mansilla starts cranking it up again. Seems like Horner's gotten used to the pace a little bit. That was a glass issue.
It's tough enough to return the ball from 39 feet, let alone you have two panels of glass right in front of you. And then you have a guy like Mansilla attacking serves at 170 miles per hour.
Punishing the ball.
Hit her harder, Jaime, 2-0. And he'll be playing mixed doubles with his sister, is that accurate,
Yes,
Paula?
that is correct. Yeah.
Overhit.
And Horner was coming up behind him.
Yeah,
I
but
think
that was
got
tough.
that.
The ball converged into the front left corner. Really, he had no other options than to drop it. He didn't have any room. High Z lob with the backhand.
That's a good serve.
Gets the weak return he wanted. Again, ball right here in front of us in the corner, back wall, side wall junction.
You have to follow that ball from the moment it comes into that glass, the entire trajectory to even stand a chance to get it.
The jam serve, which takes its first bounce by Jaime, right in front of Horner. All he can do is block the ball back. And more times than not, Mansilla is going to get the weak return he wants.
That was a nice return by Horner.
2-4, game 3. We're tied 1 set each. That's nice. Deep court, backhand, near side pinch, left corner.
Difficult shot.
3-4.
Up top.
People may not realize here we're at altitude, and although we're playing with the gearbox sleek black, there are a lot of balls that are overhit, especially to the ceiling. Better pace that time. Jaime rolls it.
5-4.
Head official, Diana Aguilar from San Luis Potosí in Mexico. We do not have an assistant in this match because there's no appeals. Unforced error.
Unfortunate. Had the front court. Tried to get it too low and skipped it in. Saludos a los de papás de Jaime que lo están viendo desde Temuco, Chile.
Again, next up on show court, boys 18, round of 16. Matamoros, Costa Rica. Garcia, I believe from, or excuse me, Carchi from Ecuador.
Piso.
Little flojo that time, Jaime.
Yeah,
He has so much talent that he thinks he can get away with that. He just set up every shot. Discipline. Backhand. Great serve. As you said so eloquently earlier, Horner needs to tone it down and make Jaime be more aggressive and hit low percentage shots. So we're going to break here for a commercial break, come back to Court Central. You're on the Pan Am Sports Channel.
This is more than a ball. This is the heartbeat of the game. The Gearbox Racquetball, the official ball of the International Racquetball Federation. Tested by time, perfected by champions, engineered for speed, precision, and endurance. On every court, in every corner of the globe, Gearbox fuels the spirit of competition. This is the future of the game.
We're back live. Gary Mazarov, Gustavo Farel, Jose Cruz. Horner, USA serving 6. Mansilla, Chile, 7. This is game 3. We're tied at 1. We've recognized our sponsors. We'll continue to do that, Gustavo. Want to recognize the local organizing committee, Dr. Escuardo Ware, IRF, Osvaldo Maggi. And here we go. Horner serving.
También agua pura salvavidas, que nos está proviendo el agua durante todos los días del torneo.
Round the wall ball. Safety hold up. So dead ball hinder called by Aguilar.
I think it was
no
good call.
appeal. We'll all be contrary to that. Failure to move. First order of business, though, is to hold up. So with the dead ball hinder, nullifies the previous false serve. It goes back to first serve. So a gift for Horner. Cashes in.
Benjamin is playing out of his mind here.
Especially after that first game, I'll call it a debacle, 11-1 in favor of Jaime. So we're tied at 8. Much to the joy of this crowd filling in here. Wednesday, work day here in Guatemala City. That's the jam I talked about. Blocked it back, but didn't have enough impetus to reach the front wall. So Jaime is now 2 points from this game.
9-8. Good recovery, Horner.
Jaime runs around his backhand and effect a forehand skip. Gives Horner the 9th point for him.
If we'll stay here, if Horner can continue to just keep the ball in play, he's going to win the point by virtue of Mansilla making the mistake, and that's what's been happening.
Mathematically, in game 2, Jaime had more unforced errors than he had points. I think he had 8 unforced errors. He scored 6 points. If that trend continues, Horner's likely to win this match.
No doubt. The surprise here, though, is that he's finally getting something, at least punching the ball back, blocking the ball, getting it to the front wall, where the first game he was in shock with what serve that Jaime was throwing at him. Anything he threw at him, he couldn't even touch.
Yeah, if I'm Medina, Chilean coach, I tell Jaime to first serves hit predominantly jams. Throw in a direct to the left corner, and he has not done this, but give him a reverse Z to the right corner one time to keep Horner on that yo-yo string. Here we go. 9-9, game 3. Aguilar carves the score.
Now I would just take the ball up.
Overhit. Point called.
Fantastic. Stay focused here, Horner. Deep lob, serve, 3 walls. Make him take the shot.
That's a great clear by Jaime. Jaime tried to overpower it. It cost him, Gustavo.
congratulations, Horner, on game 3 there. Up 2-1 now. A lot of credit to Benjamin on his play, and his coaching has been phenomenal, and how they changed up his serve and how to play during the rally. I think it says a lot for coaching in this World Junior Championships.
Absolutely, absolutely. And we're here on the IRF Networks and the Pan Am channel, sports channel, Guatemala City, Court Central at the Domo Polideportivo. Beautiful facility, 10 dedicated racquetball courts. Obviously, you can play handball and paddleball on them, but it's a racquetball facility, and blink your eyes, you go outside, 50 paces, you're in the squash facility. Then you got ciclismo, you have taekwondo. So we're going to stay here, Cruce.
Not only do we have that, but we have a beautiful view of the volcanoes. We have el volcán del agua, del fuego, Pocayo y Acatenango.
Yeah, and
all within our view outside the complex as we walk towards the central parking area.
And without traffic, in a little over an hour's time, you can be in the original capital, Antigua. Beautiful city. Put it on your list, folks. Put Guatemala City on your list. It's the largest city in Central America, about 1 million people. And we're going to start game 4 here at the 35th Junior Worlds.
Set número 4. Must win. Debe ganar Mansilla, o si no, avanza. ¿Qué ronda es esta, Gary?
16.
16avo. El ganador avanza a las cuartos finales. El perdedor fuera.
Point Jaime. So the subtleties. Horner went with that backhand Z lob, but didn't get the angle he wanted. Jaime was able to attack it. Ball down. So that time, Gustavo, he came with the direct drive to the deep left. Let's see if he goes with the jam. Haven't seen a reverse yet. Oh.
Punto. I think Mansilla is still somewhat in shock that he's down 2-1 here in games after crushing game 1.
There's the jam. Animo. Yeah, I was thinking this is going to go 5. It'll come down to unforced errors. But thus far in game 4, Horner has received a clinic.
Ball called short
at no charge. That's great. A nick lob precludes Horner from cutting it off early. Three. So 3 left up drives with the forehand. The 4th time, Jaime, sidewall, front wall, near side pinch. 5-0.
It was a great rollout.
Jaime is earning his nickname, is he not?
Yes, he is. 5-0.
Oh, nice. Sobre pique, short hop off that return by Horner. 6-0. Timeout. Horner. We will take a short break now, folks. You're on the Pan Am Sports Channel and the IRF Networks.
This is more than a ball. This is the heartbeat of the game. The Gearbox Racquetball, the official ball of the International Racquetball Federation. Tested by time, perfected by champions, Engineered for speed, precision, and endurance. On every court, in every corner of the globe, Gearbox fuels the spirit of competition. This is the future of the game.
Live, Gary, Gustavo, and Jose. Court Central here in Guatemala City. Once again, tale of two cities. Horner leads 2-1, but he finds himself down 0-6 in the fourth set, Gustavo. That'll help.
Good timeout, Horner.
Jaime up front, that last shot, ill-advised.
I would stay with the soft lobs. Here a half lob, good. Down the glass.
Quick momentum change. Horner trying to close this match out. He doesn't want to go a fifth. The winner earns a spot in tomorrow's quarters, at which time we'll have the video assist review system in play. And Jaime says, not so soon.
Those balls are being left up by Horner in the rally. I think he's got to go more ceiling.
There's the jam.
Long
That
ball.
was a fault serve. Those new to the game, 40 feet in length is the court. That ball hit the glass on a fly. It has to land in the receiving court, the area behind the short line, the second line, which is 20 feet from the front and back wall.
Good call.
So repeat, first serve. Dead ball hinder, no harm, no foul. Replay. Always reverts back to first serve. Rack it up. He has 10 seconds to put it down. Almost 10 seconds. Server, once the score is called, needs to initiate the serve within 10. Second serve. Diana Aguilar, one of our 18 professional referees. Overhit. Jaime, forehand. See you later.
Punishing the ball.
It looks easy from out here, Gustavo. See these overhit shots, but there's a lot of pressure on these athletes. 8-2, game number 4. Ace.
Short serve.
Sure look good here. Deanna has a different angle. Bottom line, it's her call, second serve. Crowd filling in. Horner looks back at his father. Nods.
If anything, Horner has to get the momentum if there is to go to a fifth game. Got to get the momentum on his side.
Good shot called by Aguilar. 38.5-foot backhand rollout.
9-3, 9-3.
There's the ace.
She called that short.
9-3 again. Well, from here it sure looked good.
It did. Of course, we have an angle that we see a little bit better than what Aguilar does. But our call doesn't matter.
Nonchalant forehand rollout.
And I think that's what Horner needs to continue to do. Be very nonchalant about it, but he's got to stop hitting that ball, 3 feet off the front wall and coming into center court. He's either got to go up top with it or put it down.
Ball down. Both of these players have a long reach, so balls that you and I may not think we could get, they're going to get to. And not only get to them, but do something with them. Let's stay here, Jose. 35th edition of the Junior World Championships, first one 1988 in Miami. Gary Mazeroff, Gustavo Farel, Jose Cruz, our producer. And what a great event here. 14 countries, 18 officials representing 9 different countries, 3 hemispheres. Korea is here. Your thoughts thus far, day 5, Gustavo?
Well, it's the start of the knockout rounds, medal rounds, so we're going to see some more intense play. We have 250 players from the 14 different countries, and as you were mentioning on the venue, I think that what is to be said about this is the 3rd host. Guatemala hosts this event in the last 4 years here, so we will certainly continue to come here and be back when invited.
When invited, absolutely. Dr. Ware, please invite us back. Call on the floor. Good shot. Horner inching back here, 6-9, game number 4. Pressure now more on Jaime. He has to win
bury
this.
It.
Another unforced error.
I would not change the serve at all. Nice.
Well, the modality, if you will, stayed the same. He just put it half lob versus a high Z lob. No call by Diana. Ball live. So there was a little bit of convergence, but that's based on Horner being in a predicament position. Point scored for the receiver, now turned server, so it's game point number 1 for Mansilla.
Just an observation to both players. Instead of looking at the referee while the rally is going on, waiting for a call, they should play the point out. Playing until they hear her say, stop, and don't stop before that.
Good point. Jaime closes it out. 11-7, forces a tiebreak, which will be 11 points as well, Gustavo. So your thoughts on the match thus far?
Well, I'm very surprised. We've seen, as you like to say, a tale of 2 cities. We've seen the ever-powerful Jaime Mansilla basically winning what was games 1 and 4 on the serve, and then Horner winning 2 and 3 on some smart head play and softer touch serves and sealing balls, forcing errors on the part of Mansilla. That's the big difference right now.
Yeah, enticing Jaime to be aggressive. And Jaime being aggressive, we've seen it for the better part of a decade. He's going to make a lot of unforced errors. So that'll be the tale of the 5th game. If Horner can keep the ball in play and entice Jaime to be aggressive from deep court, he's likely to win. Jaime, once he gets in and punishes those serves left, jam, reverse, or right side, he'll win.
I totally agree with that. I think it's going to have to do with how they start out, too. If Jaime starts out fast with several points on the board, a definite advantage to him. However, if first couple points go Horner's way, forcing those bad shots by Mansilla, I think we're going to see a close game all the way to the victor coming out on top, which at that point we'll see.
Yeah, both players have professional coaches. U.S., Bobby Horn. Chile, Rogelio Medina. We have a professional referee just summoned the 2 players to the court. This will be 11 points, win by 2. We have not had overtime thus far today. Let's see if we get overtime.
And here we go.
Mansilla, Temuco, Horner, Des Moines. There it is. So that's a great start. Now why change?
His racket did not come around fast enough.
Absolutely.
Almost like he should have just blocked it back up.
If he does that on his backhand side, you hit a reverse right side, he'll never get to it. Oh my. Side wall, front wall. Second bounce in front of Horner. 2-0, great start for the Chilean. Thank you for tuning in, folks. Pan Am Sports Channel, IRF Networks. Thank you. Gearbox, Pro Kennex, Splathead.com. Like batting practice, that point for Jaime.
And talking about percentages, each of Jaime's first 3 serves were in, different than what we've seen from most of the players hitting short serves.
2 direct to the back left and 1 drive jam. Goes back with the jam. See ya. I mean,
what can you do?
Nobody's going to return that serve. The only way to return that serve is to anticipate it and stand 3 feet beyond the receiving line and hope that the ball is going to rebound off that back wall.
You have to be able to turn yourself around, and that's where Horner was going. He just tripped himself up.
He would not have caught up to that ball. 4-0. So now he's moved back. I'm not convinced. Well, we'll see. That's a good strategy. But Jaime has the ability to change the direction like that. So maybe he's moving back, hoping that he's going to hit a drive left corner, and he'll have a little bit more room to react. There it is. He was there, but guess what? The wall won.
Looks easy from out here, Gary.
Yep.
You say, why didn't he get that? Well, go in there and
the wall won.
Try to return that. The ball coming at you at 120 miles an hour, coming off the back wall, back glass.
Straight up, straight down ball. So that serve came right. First time this game he came right. It's been rare thus far in this match that he's gone right.
But he's been successful with it a couple times already.
A lot of pressure on Horner here. He got an opportunity to get excited, and he put it in the floor. Don't count him out. He gets into serve. Fault serve called by Aguilar.
Yes, it was. Timeout, USA.
You're here, folks, 35th edition of the World Junior Racquetball Championships here in Guatemala City at the beautiful Complejo Domo Polideportivo. Gustavo, we're staying at the Clarion Hotel, arguably one of the better hotels around in the Distrito 10, 10th District, which is, from a real estate perspective, an urban mecca because we can walk everywhere. We have all the shops, have the restaurants, And folks, if you haven't been to Guatemala City and Antigua and the other vacation spots, put it on your list. Cuisine here is really superb.
Different cultures here reside here. A lot of tourism, of course. But what is surprising is the different types of cuisine we find within blocks of our hotel and how close we are to everything, even an Uber or a bus ride away. The courts, without traffic, we are 7 minutes from the hotel, so very close.
Mansilla, 7, Horner 0, game 5. Great timeout. So, no lead, really, from my perspective. And I've been around the game better part of 60 years, believe it or not. No lead safe. So it's 7-0. He calls a timeout. It's 1-7. Couple of unforced errors by Jaime. Horner can be right back in the match, but that's not going to help.
And I thought that was actually a very good return of the ball by Horner, using the 3 walls, keeping it up high, shoulder height. Because you know Jaime was going to try to just pummel the ball, which
Correct.
In this case he did, but got the point.
There's the jam.
Forcing
Set up.
the skip.
Jaime on Arroyo here. Speaking of on Arroyo, our drug czar, Dean Shear, just showed up to the broadcast booth. ¿Cómo te llama? ¿Cómo estás? ¿Cómo te llama?
9-1.
Dina or Dean? Foot fault. First time, I think, or second time this match. Falta de pie front line, which is the service line. Nick Lobb. Uncanny. One might say the way Jaime's playing in the first set and the 5th set, this tiebreaker, nobody can beat him. But we saw the other Jaime in games 2 and 4.
His brother.
Or games 2 and 3, I should say. His brother, yeah.
Good call.
Yeah, Jaime's claim is that he had cleared and gave Horner the 2 shots, 2 angles that he's entitled, to which he's entitled. According to Aguilar, he did not clear. So bottom line, it's her call.
I think that was a good call.
Half lob. Ball live. Not anymore. Match is over, folks. 3 sets to 2 in favor of Mansilla over Horner. Mansilla will play in one of the quarterfinals tomorrow and have a chance, if he wins, to earn a medal. And we're here at Court Central. So we'll come back for the next match after a short break. Wrap it up for us, Gustavo.
Well, we saw 2 different, we're hearing the Team Chile here with their chant, but we saw 2 different games here. One 3-set victory by Jaime Mansilla, and the other a 2-set victory by Benjamin Horner. So a lot of credit to Benjamin for holding tough in games 2 and 3, for winning those matches. Obviously not used to the pace of the ball that Mansilla can hit it. Congratulations to both. Mansilla moves forward now into the round of 8s, quarterfinals, and a possibility to get into the medal round. So we'll be back here shortly with a match, 18 boys and under, República Dominicana, Bolivia, Matamoros, Carchi. Con eso, José, vamos a comercial.